Hey everyone, Magic Sword here, bright and early, getting right on this 7 a.m. release schedule. Let's get into it. Professor Slate, 3 mana, 3/4. Your spells are poisonous. Wow. I guess Hunter needed some better, more effective removal options. So you play this on 5, and now you just removed 2 huge minions because you cast the twin spell ping, right? Hunter has so many little pings. So many. You can you can remove just about anything with it, right? Like, I don't know. This card just seems very powerful to me. I feel like just how much you're able to remove with it. Something about like how frequently you'll be able to just absolutely destroy someone out of nowhere. I know it's like a poisonous rush card, right? I mean, you just have no control as the opponent over where this poisonous goes, right? So I don't know. I think we'll I think this will see play in any sort of mid-range hunter, right? Maybe even an aggro. No. Probably just a mid-range style hunter, or more control from there, right? I doubt we'll have a like full-on control hunter, but if it were to exist, it would want this, right? So big fan of this one. I think this is going to be a very powerful tool in Hunter's kit. Next, we have Argent Braggart. Battlecry. Gain attack and health to match the highest in the battlefield. It starts as a 2 mana 1/1, goes up to a 2 mana whatever, right? A 2 mana XY. Um, I don't know. Yeah, you can potentially get a lot of stats for mana, and if you're running some sort of buff paladin, you can, buff your one guy, and then this will functionally just copy those buffs. But it doesn't seem to me like it would really be that useful because it doesn't have an immediate board impact. It's tempo certainly, but is it something Paladin really needs right now? Because I feel like with being able to stretch your buffs is good, but I feel like there might be other cards that are going to be better in that deck, right? So let's say just assume it's Libram Paladin, right? Um, you're mostly going to be wanting cards that you can play your buffs on, not further synergies with the buffs. Functionally, you can think of this as a buff card, right? Um, I guess it also has the benefit of matching your opponent's stats, right? Because it's the whole battlefield, not just your side. So it's a potentially an okay catch-up mechanic, right? As soon as your opponent plays a 3-drop, a 3/4, you are gaining tempo here because you're only spending 2 mana to match that stat line. I don't know. I think this looks stronger than it is. I'm not going to say it's bad. It might see play, but I'm not holding out for it. Oh, that's a little small. Let's fix that. That's why there's a huge border around it. Oh, it's all blurry. Awesome. So, Potion of Illusion. 4 mana Mage Rogue spell. Add 1/1 copies of your minions to your hand. They cost 1. So it is a good Echo of Medivh. I can really see a some sort of combo mage in standard now. This could be Exodia mage again, with sorcerers and Antonitis. I don't know if that's fast enough. It is totally doable. I'm not going to make any claims about its viability. I was also thinking about this in Wild Quest Mage. Again, I don't know if it's fast enough. 4 mana spell? Ugh. Not really something you're looking for in that deck. That said, getting 1 mana Flame Wakers, that's dirty. That is a dirty combo. And being able to fit your mana cyclones back in, right? So this might be a good option if you play a Flame Waker just a little early. I've never played a Flame Waker early and have it survive a turn. Just gonna put that one out there. So I think this might be too slow for Wild. I really hope it's not, but really, really think it is. Maybe you like, I don't know, because if you're playing this on the same turn as a Flame Waker or a Sorcerer or even a Mana Cyclone, you're already like a little behind, you know. And with the Mana Cyclone, it's like, dude, you just didn't, you missed out on a spell potentially. Well, it's a 4 mana spell, so probably not. But I don't know. I really like the idea of modern Exodia again. This enables that with Quest and the guy that generates a coin if you have a quest, that guy. So I don't know. I think we'll definitely see people messing around with this. I have no idea if it's going to be good. Oh, and let's move the size back down. But this oopsie, totally forgot to grab the version of this with the name. But the name has not yet been officially translated. One of the better translations one of the suggested translations I've seen is Speaker Gidra. This is a Druid Shaman legendary, 3 mana 1/4, Rush, Wind Fury, gain attack and health equal to the cost of the spell. That's a spell burst effect. Wow. I mean, if you obviously don't drop this on 3, right? Unless you really have to. I mean, you really need to clear that 2 health minion or 2 1 health minions, I suppose. This is at most an 8/11. I think your ideal range is probably somewhere a little lower than that. A 5 mana 3/6, or right around that mid range drop, that 6 mana 4/7 with Rush Wind Fury, very scary. Pairing this with any sort of buff spell, very scary. Unfortunately, it's not Beast, so it doesn't really have any of that fun Beast synergy. Even that the Druid spell that summons it. So on 4, making this a 2/4 with Wind Fury and summoning the Cub and all that, that could be good, right? This is so incredibly versatile. And the versatility in its own right is a very powerful effect, right? I think that, the buff, actually it would be a 3/6, because the buff is you're giving this thing a buff, and also it buffs itself with the spell burst effect, right? So that's wow. That could be it. That could be the answer. It's a 4 mana 3/6 with Rush Wind Fury. It's a way bigger water elemental, right? Yeah, I think this is going to see play in definitely Shaman. I don't know if Druid is going to want this necessarily. I think it could. I think if you're running some sort of wide board Druid that wants so you have a bunch of those buffs anyway, you're going to have a lot of spells that could synergize with this. So I think Druid also really wants this, but maybe not quite as much as Shaman. I think Shaman benefits more from it, especially again, like, they've been nailing the flavor of these dual classes. It's a spell burst buff with Rush and Wind Fury. Wind Fury being like very Shaman, spell burst, the buffing being very Druid. I don't know. Anyway, I think this will see play. I think it's got a very interesting effect, if nothing else. Educated Elekk, 3 mana 3/4. Whenever a spell is played, this minion remembers it. Death Rattle, shuffle the spells into your deck, and it's a beast for everyone who cares about that. I don't know. I can't really think of too many uses for this. It's a 3 mana 3/4, so worst case scenario, it's still okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on some obvious combo with this, but I don't think this will be very valuable, like, at all. I kind of hope I'm wrong, because it's a really cool effect, but I don't know, that Lorewalker Cho effect, but with a delay. I mean, Cho doesn't see play even with somewhat, even in like niche combos. Well, it can happen, of course, it has happened, but I don't know. I think it's good maybe if you're a fatigue deck, you're trying to get extra deck slots filled. I don't know. Yeah, not super hopeful for this one. And last but not least, I actually wasn't initially going to include this, because it's past 8 a.m. now. Didn't realize that until the end of the video recording. But another rogue mage spell, 1 mana, freeze a minion combo, also deal 3 damage to it, and of course it's called Brain Freeze, which is just beautiful. So, I think we like this. I think we like this quite a lot. 1 mana, 3 damage to a minion. I mean, we were just talking about how 2 mana, 3 damage to a minion is standard when we did the Soul Fragment video. This, and it's another freeze effect, which is of course useful. You can pair this with your Rays of Frost and other freeze effects in the... Maybe Icicle will be viable. No, it won't. I really like this. I think this is just a good card. There's not too much to say about it. It's a pretty good, clear / freeze effect. It's got flexibility to it as a combo card. It won't feel awful to just not use the combo, although you will pretty much always be able to activate it since it's a 1 mana, right? You can play basically anything with it and activate the combo. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good one, especially in a... especially with Rogue and all its lackeys, right? Then again, I think perhaps you care more about freeze effects in Mage than you do Rogue, right? You might want to more directly clear things rather than freeze them for later with Rogue, but we'll see. I think that this is going to be a good enough card that people will try to use it in Rogue, and I think it will see some use in Mage. Okay, and that wraps everything up there. That was the last card for this morning block. We have 3 more today that'll come out tonight. And I did forget a card the other day, so we're going to throw that on the end of the next video, just because this one's already kind of long. The Instructor Fireheart, which is, holy crap, that's a really cool card, which is why I don't want to put it in this one, because I want to talk about it for like 5 minutes. So, yeah, that's everything. We'll... see you guys later today. Make sure you follow me on all my socials, subscribe here, etc., etc. Comment, please comment. I really need to talk to someone about this stuff. I'm not trying to get demonetized. So, see you guys then.